Friends, welcome to Colorado, and we're traveling with 4 people in a camper van, and guess what? Things are a little tight. So in this video we're going to be talking about a solution that I found that was on a massive sale, and I left you guys a video for it, but in this video we're going to be reviewing the actual awning slash tent that connects to the camper van, and it takes minutes to set up, and the best thing is you can drive away. Hey guys, welcome to RandomFix, Colorado. This place is amazing. Good weather and not many bugs. So we've been up here for about 2 days, and normally when we're traveling we're a little crammed up in the van. So in this video we are going to be discussing space and how to increase it. So if you guys like this kind of content, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing, and let's talk about that awning right there, and that's from Dometic. So it was $2,400 and I got it for $399, and that included the shipping. It's been up for 2 days and I haven't had to touch it. It's been solid. Yesterday was a pretty windy day and I actually drove with the kids, separated the van from the tent, and we went fishing. So in this video I'm going to show you guys the final setup. I'm going to show you guys the inside, how it looks between the tent and the van. Then we'll get a chance to talk to the kids and also my wife, because she really loves that tent. It's given her a lot more space to move around the van, and she wants us out of the van and in the tent, which we don't mind as we've been having a lot of fun. All right, so let's talk about the fastening to the van. It has 3 straps that fasten up top, and you do not need a roof system to make this happen. So the straps are plenty long. You could throw them over the van and you can stake into the ground, or you could attach it to a ladder if you have a ladder, or you could even fasten it to a wheel. I tried all 3. They all work. Around the back here, show you guys the tent. So here's the tent, and I have it fastened to the Sprinter using these big magnets, and they're on the inside. They're rubber magnets, so they won't scratch up the paint, and they're very affordable. And yesterday was a really windy day, and I did not experience any of this coming off. There's that magnet right down here. They're really strong. So on the side here, these sides can be opened to allow airflow, and it did come with the curtains. 2 openings on each side, so good airflow. Up here we have this nice rainproof material, and it hasn't rained out here, so I can't let you guys know my experience with that, but this is going to be Dometic, so it is going to be top quality, and I don't think I'm going to have any issues. Then I have it fastened to the ground in 3 locations in the front. There was a tree here, so I fastened to that, and the stakes were already included. It did not come with the tarp, but you could pick one of those up for about 20 bucks. And I have those same magnets here. At nighttime when the bugs come out, I just go through and seal up the area from the inside, and it's really easy to undo. Now let me show you guys the inside of the tent. I can go through and access the van if needed. I have another buck screen in place, or I can go straight into the driveway awning. I actually slept in this awning for the last 2 nights, and the temperatures were in the high 40s, and I did okay. So here's the inside. There's plenty of room, a lot of height. This is probably 9 feet tall. And after being up for 2 days, I haven't had to inflate it. Again, this is a very easy solution if you want to go and get some additional room in the camper van, go to a campsite and be able to drive away and still use your van. This definitely works. The kit that I purchased was $399, and it included the awning. And this is the 3.9 meter one. So if you have a 170 extended sprinter or 170, you're going to be okay. If you have a 144, then it's going to be a little bit oversized, and you may have to find a smaller one. You can hang partitions and make this into individual rooms. So you could have one room here and another room here. And there's a lot of neat accessories. For example, I'm sure they sell some additional curtains that go into this zipper here. Its material is really nice. And this is where the curtain would go in. And there's valves everywhere. I just leave these open. And taking this down shouldn't be too much of a challenge. And when I am driving away, I zip up the back zipper here. And my kids really like using the awning / tent. So how has it been using the awning?
Well, it's been really good since the van itself, if you have 4 people in there, it feels pretty crowded. And this just makes the van feel like it's literally the size of a home. Yeah, you can basically put, 8 people in here?
Probably more. Guess who's going to be out here tonight?
Me. Yeah, I'm going to be sleeping in here. My brother was sleeping in here for the past 2 days. Now I'm going to sleep in here. Like, with 4 people, you could have 2 people sit in the van or 1. I prefer 1 person and then 3 in here. We were playing cards yesterday for 2 hours.
And who won cards, by the way?
My dad did.
The greatest. What are some other names? The Emperor?
The Victor?
The Victor.
Well, if I were going to rate this out of 10, I would give it a 9.5. Because this thing didn't come with a light, but I still like it. Because if you have a light like that up there, just maybe a little more brighter, it would work.
Yeah, this was kind of dim. We got this from Harbor Freight for one of the specials for a couple of bucks or something. You can hook up all your own accessories up top.
Yeah, about 1, 2, 3, 4 lights. 5, 6, 7. Oh, never mind. That's a lot.
This is the beaver, and this is the mother beaver.
Hello.
So how do you like having the awning or the tent?
I think it's a great addition to the camper van because it's great for 2. But
Because what's great for 2?
the camper van, it's great for a couple, but when you put 4 people in there, it gets crammed. So this gives you so much space. And I love the camper van. I like to stay in the camper van most of the times, and the kids love to enjoy the tent. It's literally another part to the camper van. Yes, it actually does. It keeps the van cooler.
Was it hard to pull in and once we drove away?
No, that was actually really easy. All I had to do was back in to get closer to the tent. And then it was already set up. We left it and we secured it.
Coming back was only 3 straps, right?
Literally 3 straps.
And how do you like being in the van by yourself, being able to cook and move around, not having to say, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, get out of my way?
Yes, I love that because I have my own space in there. Come on, let me show you. So this is the way that we go into the van. As you guys can see, this is the exit from the tent. And then there's a little alleyway. And then you come up here. Now I have all the space to do my own thing in the kitchen. I already made myself some tea. It's pretty cool. And then I normally sit in the front like this.
And what do you do, crochet or knit?
I have started. I netted this on the trip and I started another one. This is a different stitch. So I just like to knit while the kids go do their adventuring things.
When I'm ready to hit the road and leave the tent behind, all I do is zip up, unstrap, Check that out. Now we can go enjoy our day, and when we're ready we can come back to the base camp and just slide back in place, and we're ready to go. So now I'm ready to explore town with my Sprinter, and base camp is still here and it's not going to go anywhere. It's all fastened down, zipped up, protected from the rain. Let's go fishing. So it's been many months since that trip, and lots has changed. The van is doing really well. As far as that awning tent, it's really cool, just because if I ever go somewhere and we have even more than 4 people, I am no longer worried, and it provides a lot of space. I'll leave you guys a link to the actual video where you guys can see the setup here in my driveway, and I'll also leave you guys the whole van build playlist as well as the parts list that I use in the van. So if you guys are looking for some creative ideas that are on budget, check that out. I really appreciate you guys watching today. Let me know if there's any questions or anything that I missed in this video, and as always, make it a great day.